want to vote.
Getting his civil rights restored.
What's the real benefit of me getting my rights restored?
Here we are at another election cycle, and there are millions of people who have the opportunity to vote. I don't, and I want to. What else do I have to do? I've owned up to my mistakes. I've paid my debt. What else do I have to do? Hello?
Hello, is this Desmond Meade?
Yes it is. May I ask who's calling?
Said that you're the person who might be able to answer my question.
Yes. I'm on the ground every single day. Voting is like the key. Meeting real people, hearing real stories. So I'm not an analyst locked up in a room punching inputs on the computer.
I'm behind you 100%.
I'm talking about real life, flesh and blood, conversations with people, and me, myself, being personally impacted.
Oh, you're so amazing.
I'm currently really trying to energize a base of people, a group of people who have been shut out of the electoral process for so long, to just keep them engaged as we're building their leadership capacity. And with a state the size of Florida, that means that's a lot of moving around, trying to get a hold of these people or having conversations. You have that letter?
Yeah.
Can I come by now and see it?
Yeah.
There is a requirement that a person seeking to have their rights restored obtain certain court documents, and that can be so confusing. So I would meet with these individuals and I would go over their documents. Let me take a look and see what you have here. People would ask me all the time is, well, Desmond, why don't you move to another state, you know? And every time they tell me that, I go back to the times of slavery, when all a slave had to do was cross an imaginary line for freedom. And I think in 2016, no American citizen, no matter what their color is, no matter what their political preference may be, should have to escape a state in order to, experience what being a full citizen is all about. I think that what's going on in Florida is an embarrassment to our democracy. So when I was released from prison, I had the double whammy. Not only did I have to deal with the already erected obstacles, I had the burden of being a drug addict. Those two things coupled together ensured that, I would end up being homeless. One minute you're clean and sober, and then you relapse and start using drugs again, and then you're worse off than when you were before. One day I was walking, and as I was approaching railroad tracks, I stopped and I could not cross. And I was going back and forth about whether or not I would die instantly or I had to go through moments of agonizing pain. All I knew when I stood there was that I was a broken man. I crossed those tracks. I just took that feeling with me, and I walked a couple blocks further, and there was a place where I could check in the drug treatment. And I stopped and asked myself, how many people would come to my funeral if I would have died that day? And the answer was 0. And that was a lonely feeling. This will always be a special spot for me, till the day I die. Because when I crossed those tracks, I think that's when my life was transformed. I stepped into a new beginning. Maybe if you could take all of that pain and that suffering, you can help other people so they don't have to go to those railroad tracks. So when you do die, that there's going to be some people say, man, if it wasn't for Desmond helping such and such, my life wouldn't have improved.
It's my extreme pleasure to have.
There's no other race of people to where you have the young men and women dying every single day, getting locked up every single day, getting convicted every single day, getting stripped of their right to vote every single day, and we go on as business as usual. There's no other race of people that go through this. If it was okay for you not to vote, then why are they trying so hard to make sure that you don't? Why? Thank you for your time. I feel compelled to answer that call to make those trips.
Desmond Meade.
That's right. There is a deep-seated obligation. I think it's a moral obligation that whenever there's someone in need and if you have the ability to help, you go out there and you help. Text me the address. I'll be there in an hour. But at the end of the day, if you see me as a human being, if you see me as an American citizen, then you should have no problem allowing me to have my voice heard.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.